What's up, Coach Vitello? Thanks for inviting me to come hang out here.
I didn't invite you. You called me down in the middle of the workday here.
I don't think that's how it went. I don't think. Was it? I think you invited
Yeah,
me
you
here.
literally just called me a little bit ago. We're trying to get things done up in the office, but you said it was an emergency type situation to come down. And
Did I say emergency?
it was described as that.
You may have used that word. You know, agree to disagree. You know, definitely thought you called me. Josh, I want you down here because I think you're awesome, so funny, I want to hang out, but you know.
It was time consuming regardless of however it went down, and now we're here, so
right.
we can, whatever the here is for, we can press on.
I'm here about a job.
Okay. Need me to write a letter of reference?
Well, actually, I would like to apply to be an assistant baseball coach here at the University of Tennessee.
Baseball coach?
Yeah.
But here?
Yes. Balls.
Yeah, I'm trying to compliment your jokes. You're a comedian, correct?
Oh.
Or you're supposed to be, or you're pursuing to be a comedian? I'm not sure where you're at in your career.
No, I'm already a comedian. I mean,
okay.
I'm already there.
But you're looking to transition into being a baseball
Yeah,
coach.
I'm looking for I like to do both. In fact, I'd like to jump right into like assistant head coach.
Typically, to get the job, you have to have some sort of background experience. I don't know when the last time you coached. Well, how about just the last time you played baseball or around baseball?
Oh yeah, I played, man, it was, I mean, maybe 96, 97. It's like a Babe Ruth league.
Okay.
You know, I was like 15,
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, I can see that being a bridge to some things, but
Yeah.
maybe not a coaching position here just yet.
Okay, just yet. Yeah. So you're saying there's a chance?
Were you an athlete? I don't mean to judge or critique.
Yeah, no, I played baseball, basketball, and football. I was a triathlete, as they call it.
And this was in your backyard, front yard situation, or other?
Okay, I see what's going on here.
I'm sorry, I thought comedian.
Oh, right, yeah, no, sure, yeah. Oh, Tony's funny. Oh, I'm Coach Vitello, I can say whatever I want. I've been called the 57th funniest comedian in Tennessee.
And that's of people that do it professionally, or just?
That's by just my kid. That's my kids said that.
They seem like good kids.
Yeah, they think they're smart. Who's the associate head coach again?
Josh Elander. Yeah. He's been here for a while. Yeah.
Elander.
Same name. Not a Paisan, not an Italian, but
yeah.
But very deserving of the position. He's earned it.
I disagree. I think he needs to go out, and I think I need to come in.
He could be a head coach one day, so you could maybe be the 57th guy we call if he leaves, if that is a
you're going back to the 57 part, okay.
Yeah.
What's his name, Justin Verlander?
Josh Elander.
Yeah, okay, that was close. All right, so I think we're both in agreement that I'm gonna come in and go ahead and take the position.
We both agreed to this?
I think I've just about got you there. I'm a pretty big deal.
So you're an aspiring comedian?
I'm there. I aspired, and then I arrived.
Okay.
And here I am as top. I am top comedian, actually.
Top in this room.
Really, I'm second comedian. There's another comedian here that's better. So this is
the buzzards. It's a fly, but it's almost like a buzzard is circling your baseball career, I think.
Let's just go ahead and do the paperwork. All right. Let's just get it done and do it. I think this is the best thing for the organization and everything. So you're in.
If we can end this, we can just sign some paperwork.
No, I mean like you're gonna hire me today. This is today, right? You're in. Just say it. We're good.
If money's not an issue, we can find something for you to do around here.
Looks like I didn't want to have to do this, but it looks like I'm gonna have to get a certain athletic director on the phone named Danny White.
Our athletic director?
That's right, Danny White. You know him? Yeah, you should know him pretty well.
Call him.
Yeah, no, I'm calling him right now.
You've already distracted me.
No, he's on the phone at Danny. Yeah, hey, DW. Hey, it's Josh. Yeah, listen, Tony's not agreeing to the thing.
Did you call your daughter in order to pretend to be our athletic director?
No.
Is that who that is?
No.
Do you want to end the call?
It's not.
I don't want to speak with your daughter.
It's Danny. I'll call you back, honey. That was mildly embarrassing.
As it should be.
Do I need to call Paul Skeens?
I don't think you have his number. You're welcome to call him if you'd like. Fortunately, he's out of college baseball, so I don't see how he could help you with a college baseball job.
Yeah, thank goodness he's out.
Yeah.
Because that was a tough one, Tony.
We noticed. Thanks for the motivation for today's practice.
Yeah.
Would you like to speak to the team? Maybe that could be your job?
What if I have like Like, you know, like a Matthew McConaughey type role at Texas. What if I have that role here with the baseball team? You call me in to get the team fired up, get them excited. Like a minister of culture.
Okay. Let's get you in a Lincoln commercial first, and then if you show you can do the stare off into space and talk that way, then we can.
All right. I can't do it.
No.
No, you can't. I've been in some Honda commercials.
Okay.
It's like Lincoln, you know, Honda. It's like right there.
Reliable vehicle.
That's me. All right, let's do this. How about this? What if maybe you show me a few things, some coaching tips outside on the field, and then maybe I can reapply?
Okay. Is there, what kind of time frame are we looking at? Is this show you?
Like 15 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Like a crash course in collegiate baseball coaching, like a short TED Talk, like an online course, dumping wisdom all over me in 15 minutes, and then I walk away as your second in command.
Okay. If you have a Venmo app on your phone, then I think we can orchestrate something here.
Oh, you're gonna give me some money?
No, I was, you know.
Oh, you want me to pay for the
It's kind of like a
lesson.
camp, a coaching camp, you know, if we're gonna.
Okay, if we do that, can we do some, could we do like some hair lessons as well? Because you got some great hair. I want to know what kind of product you use.
Okay.
What you do to it to make it look good. I'm losing a lot of my hair, as you can see here.
You got plenty up there.
There's a little bit, but doesn't look as good as yours. And I would love to have that baseball like sex appeal that Tony Vitello has.
So if you avoid a haircut for 4 or 5 years,
that's all I got to do.
Maybe some extensions.
Yeah. You heard it here. These are extensions.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being you're definitely going to get the job, and 0 being not a chance, you like a 7? You think?
I wear number 22, so I'm going to say 2.2, just off the cuff to give you an answer.
Pretty low. Yeah.
For now. Okay. Something to build on, you know?
Yeah. My number is 12. I wear 12, so I would say I'm a 12 out of 10.
Out of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Is that?
So remember that time you shaved your face?
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah. Why'd you do that?
The squad wasn't quite playing that well, so I was kind of going for the clean slate approach.
Yeah. Did it work?
To an extent. To an extent.
Okay.
On the field.
On the field.
I don't know how it worked off the field.
Yeah. No. The ladies were all over they were DMing me. They're like, "What happened to Tony's beard?
Yeah,
oh my gosh!" Like, what? Yeah, they were crying. Women in the streets wailing. It was mass chaos.
So ladies DM you?
Yeah, about you. Yeah.
Okay.
They think because we're like best friends, because we're really close, they think that they can get to you through me.
Sure.
Yeah.
We know each other.
Yeah. I would say besties probably, wouldn't you say? Would you say that?
Again, always something to work towards. So
right.
Whatever foundation we have now, we can build that house on top of the rocky foundation.
Build a solid foundation here today. I really think you should reconsider. Think about this. Bringing me in, associate head coach, you and me, a couple Italians, leading this team to glory. You know, let's give the people what they want, Tony. Mancuso, Vitello, Mantello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you get to be the front end of that deal?
Well, it's either that or Vicuso.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
Not terrible.
We could go with that. I mean, I do have some eligibility left. So if it doesn't work out as a coach, I could potentially play.
We could always use a Rudy type practice dummy.
Okay. The coach of Oklahoma called me a dummy as well.
It happens.
I'm getting used to it.
Trying to keep things lighthearted.
Keeping it light. No, keeping it light.
Keep it light and.
No, yeah, this has been a lot of fun. How much you get paid?
More than enough. Okay. If that's the appropriate answer.
Do you think I make more than me?
I don't know. I'm not in your field, so I don't know what type of vehicle you drove in here or anything like that.
Let's just say I make a high 5 figures. So, and I'm talking like 55, 60 grand a year.
And probably a free Honda from the deal you got.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I got a couple of Hondas. I got 2 Hondas.
So you're set up.
Yeah,
you just don't need people asking you for Venmo.
I don't have a lot in my Venmo account.
Yeah.
There's a few bucks in there. We could possibly do like a Fazoli's.
Yeah. That'll hit the spot.
That'll hit the spot.
That'll hit the spot.
Some breadsticks.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm in?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Can we go to the field for a minute?
Okay, we can do that.
Yes, let's go. Okay, so we're here on the first base line.
This is the third base line. Third base, first base over there.
Right,
it's the first base you'd run to.
Right, yeah, no, I know. I was just making sure you knew which one it was.
Yeah,
this is where I'll be staying this season. I'll be in this box this season.
The third base coach will be.
Right, so I'll be here this season.
Yeah, come to the games. We'll set you up with tickets if you're hurting with the whole salary thing you brought up.
Right, yeah, again, I'm only making 50, 60 grand.
Complimentary.
So this is reserved for the associate head coach typically.
Typically kind of someone who's got some status.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone such as myself.
Status on the baseball field.
Okay.
Social status helps, but
right, which I have lots of that. I'm very famous.
Big following. Big following.
Big time.
Okay.
I have a much bigger following than you.
You're in charge of directing traffic.
Right.
So you're going to give signs to not just the base runners, but also the guy at home plate.
Right. Guy at home plate. The batter.
Yes.
The hitter.
Hitter.
Batter.
Either one.
You call him batter.
Either one.
No, I know.
Yeah. Freedom of speech here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. First Amendment. So he's gonna look back at me, and I'm gonna give him some signs. Here.
So that's up to you how you want to mix it. But an easy thing is just to kind of go down the line. You know, the hat, the ear, chest. Maybe even leg, swipe of the leg. An easy thing too is swipe across the chest. That could mean something special, or you're wiping it off. You want to restart.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So you do. Okay. So I can be like, you know what? I'm doing all this. Here. You know what? Never mind. Wipe it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clean slate.
Throw it out.
Okay.
Recycle bin.
Right. Recycle. Okay. So we're gonna do
kind of like you've done that with jokes before. Hopefully.
All the time. Yeah.
Recycle bin.
Yeah. Most of my jokes don't land. It's like a few.
Trial and error.
Yeah,
trial and
absolutely.
error. But yeah, you got the freedom to do whatever you want, but I'm not going to put one of our signs in particular on camera.
Right, yeah, no one want to do that.
Yeah, the SEC is pretty competitive.
Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm not that stupid. I'm a little bit stupid. So I'm going to give you some signs. You tell me if you get it.
Yeah, that would be the easiest thing to do.
Ready? Here we go.
Not bad. The crossover. That's the Macarena, so we're not going to.
Okay.
That was the lead-in. Yeah. And I don't know if that's what you were going for, but let's avoid the tush.
I went to the hips.
Let's avoid, okay. You kind of reached back there a little bit.
I did, but it's like Shakira, my hips don't lie, Tony.
A big thing for you if you're going to be in the box, you got to be able to wave the runners.
Oh, right,
so I don't know, you don't seem that flexible. You're going to have to get your range of motion, maybe hang from the pull-up bar.
Yeah.
But we're going to need to really see the windmill.
The windmill, right, come on.
Yeah.
We're going home. I wore skinny jeans today, which probably wasn't the best idea.
No, not for a tryout or whatever you're trying to force yourself into here, but what you got is what you got.
So it started here.
He needs to see you coming from around
So he's coming around second.
Yeah.
He's looking at me.
Yes,
the
he
associate
is,
head coach,
unfortunately.
Josh Mancuso.
We're correct. In this setting, setting.
Today. Right, so looking at us, there he comes, and I'm like, we're going this way. No, we're going this way.
Yeah,
this way.
You're gonna maybe confuse him a little bit.
Okay, so can I get out of this box though?
You can.
A little bit. Okay, all right.
There's been some violations by people.
Here he comes. The ball is still in center field. We're sending him home.
Yes.
Here we go. Here he goes. Come around the side. There we go. Let's go. Let's go.
That'll work for today.
Okay.
That'll work for today. You might need to hold up too. You never know. That's just leave no doubt.
Okay. All right. Stay right there.
Stop sign. Yeah.
All right. No means no. All right, so a big part of coaching, obviously, is sunflower seeds. We've got some sunflower seeds here today.
Yeah.
The Hatch chili, that might be a little spicy.
That's good for you.
Good.
Try and get them all in the mouth.
Get them all in there.
Yeah.
All right. So, and you can coach while you can still talk. People can understand you.
Yeah, if you kind of know what you're doing.
Yeah. All right. So I'm saying, all right. What's else?
Maybe to one side or the other of the mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's a spray.
It's a little spicy.
Yeah, they got some kick to them.
Yeah. Okay. So you just let them fly, or what?
Yeah, but again, we're still.
Sorry, I broke
a 6 foot radius here.
I broke our circle of trust.
You broke our bond.
I did.
Is what you did.
Okay. So you go like a lot?
It depends on who you are. I mean, you could however much flavor you want in there.
Yeah.
But let's not go whole bag at one time because you got to be able to work through those and spit them out.
I just want to show you what I can do, Tony.
There's potential there.
I can do this.
You got a big mouth, if you will.
I can do this.
You can do sunflower seeds.
See how many you can get in your mouth?
Can you not say things like that in front of our players? What's up?
Good morning. I'm your new coach. At what point can I throw my hat on the ground?
I would say never, for the most part.
Okay.
There's an exception to every rule, but let's leave that out of the equation. If it's got to be a pretty hostile. That was good technique.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Good technique.
Yeah.
And very sour with the face.
Yeah, I'm mad.
Expression.
I'm so mad right now.
Yeah.
These umpires are garbage.
Come on,
Blue.
Yeah. Maybe
come on.
Maybe learn his name. These are high-level umpires.
Really? Come on, Roger.
Yeah.
His name.
Yeah.
You ever kick dirt on the plate and stuff like that?
Well, this is turf, so that's going to be a difficult situation.
That would be tough. Yeah, I noticed it's not really moving a lot.
No, but you were sending a message there. You were certainly, the body language was powerful.
Yeah. So I feel pretty good about this whole thing, really. I feel like confidence is a big part of this job, Tony, and I feel very confident.
Okay, good.
So I'd like to just go ahead and we'll just sign the papers today.
You leave here happy, and you leave here, we've had a good day.
All right, Coach V, thanks for inviting me down here today, and
yeah, for accepting the invitation.
Right, and inviting me down.
In a weird way, I'm okay with the fact that I accepted it.
Yeah,
it's interesting to get to know. It's good to get to know the fans.
Yeah,
which is
that's
probably your space for now. Okay. We got a rowdy group, so there's high standards for that as well. So maybe if you work at that,
I'll bring the fire.
Bring it.
Okay.
Hopefully it's already been brought in.
It hasn't been brought in. We'll knuckle.
Okay.
And then we'll shake.
Okay.
And then it'd be great if we could just have a quick hug.
Okay. Maybe a little bit more like Step
There we
Brothers,
go. That's good.
where it's a little.
Chest bump!